Hey everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. I'm your host, Spidercides, and for today's video, I'm going to be going over a popular character called Iron Man. Now, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Be sure to stay to the end so that way you can let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like or dislike button, and subscribe for more content and follow me on my other social media pages like my Twitter or TikTok. And if you want to see more characters, check out my website, d2transmog.com. Now, when it comes to these videos, I'm going to go over all of the armor pieces and shaders that I would personally recommend to look like Iron Man in the game. Now, if you don't have some of the pieces, I will provide recommendations. So stick to the end, watch all of the parts of the character, and that way you can see which pieces you actually have in the game, and you can customize it the way you want. Now, when it comes to the full outfit, there are 3 shaders you can actually use. I use the same one throughout the whole outfit itself, and I use the House of Marin. So you have that option. Now, another option, in case you don't have one, would be the New Monarchy Regalia. I think this one does a really good job with the red color. Everything is highlighted in yellow where it's supposed to be. I think it does great. Now, if you don't have that one, you could go with the New Monarchy Succession. I'm not too much of a fan of this one personally, but it is an option nevertheless. I just don't like how gray these arms are and how much more it stands out against this red. But again, those are 3 colors that you can go over with. Now, let's start with the helmet. I went with the Prodigal helmet, which, allows you to have a face in gold and outlined with red throughout. I do wish this part was more gold, but again, we don't have that ability to customize in the game. You could go with the Solstice helmet, which if this helmet was combined with the Prodigal, where it was more gold here and everything is smoothed out with a thin red lining, I think this would be perfect. But again, we don't have that ability. So those are 2 options there. Or you can go with the Wildwood helmet, which I think still looks great. It's still, if you were to see this character in the game, you would know it's Iron Man. So you do have those options available. Now, for the gauntlets, you do have a few options here. I love the Photo Suede gauntlets. I think it does well with this shader. However, if you were to shade it with one of the New Monarchy shaders, so let's say, for example, the Regalia, it does have a gray piece here, so you may want to switch things up with the Lost Pacific gauntlets, so something like this perhaps. So it is up to you in terms of what you want to go with there, or you can go with the Cabbers. This one is an option. It kind of looks like he has like guns here, kind of like in, the MCU with Iron Man shooting things out of his forearm. So you do have those options. I just personally went with the Photo Suede, and then I stuck with this shader so that way it's more red on the top shoulders. For the chest armor, in my personal opinion, there's no chest armor that does better than this one. The Kairos function plate, it's red where it's supposed to be, and it shines a light right in the center. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you need that for an Iron Man look. But if you don't have that option, I guess you could go with the hard case battle plate. However, I would recommend you to change the shader to the Midnight Smith, so that way it just blends a little bit better. But personally, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Get this chest piece. If you don't have it, then hopefully Ada1 or maybe Zur will like sell it, and that way you can just grab that. I could be wrong, or maybe you just can't get it anymore. But I would just definitely recommend to utilize this chest piece, or maybe something will come in the future that actually looks really good, where it shades properly throughout the chest, and then it shines a light in the center. Now for the legs, I had a comment where people didn't like this part of the legs, but it shades well. Like, it's gold where it's supposed to be, and I love the bottom piece of the legs where it looks like Iron Man and it's shaded in red. Now, if you don't like those leg pieces, you could go with another option. You could go with the retrograde TG2. I think this is a good option as well. I'm not too much of a fan of the knees, but if you went with another option, so let's say you went with the shelter in place, you could get that, so that way it just looks a little bit better. So you have 2 options. Totally up to you. I just personally went with the other one because it's more traditional, and I wanted more yellow on the thighs area and then red on the bottom. Now for the mark, I always go with the Moonfang when I want something simplistic and that shades well, and it's, it gives those sharp edges. It doesn't take anything away from the other parts of the ornaments. Like if I went with something like, I don't know, the Prodigal, right? It just looks weird now, right? So you can really go with any mark that you prefer. Just go with something that shades well right here, and that the cloth, the material on the back or on the front doesn't take away from the overall outfit. So again, up to you, but this is what I went with. So if you, again, just a little recap, if you wanted to switch things up a little bit, you could go with the Solstice helmet, so that way it looks more like this. I think it looks great, right? Personally, I think it does justice. If you wanted to switch the leg pieces up, let's say you went with that shelter in place, you know, it still solidifies that Iron Man look. And then let's say if we want to change those arms to, let's go with the Lost Pacific. There you go. You still have an Iron Man look. You just have a different option available. So tons of different options that you can use. You have 3 different shaders that you can rotate around that still do great with all of the ornaments. And I think it does great. So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments below. I do a lot of these videos every single week. I try to do 3 to 4 per week now, where I go more in depth in my character designs. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like or dislike button. Leave a comment below. Check out my website, d2transmog.com. And, you know, come into my Discord server. We have a contest going on where I'm giving away a Follow the Light emblem. You have a great chance there. A lot of great designs, a lot of great competitors out there. You know, I can't wait to go through the process. Submissions are ending by June 1st, and then I'm going to choose a winner probably a few days after that. I'll do a live stream. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it on YouTube or Twitch, so stay tuned for that. And be sure to follow me on TikTok and Twitter for more content. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.